Guys, welcome back to DiamondTrail Ranch. Take a look at this dirt patch right here. It used to be dry. It used to be cracked, right? It used to be just cracked sand. Now it's full of life. Seriously. We don't use any chemicals, store-bought fertilizers. We use our chickens. We use these ducks. You see the ducks running over there? We use natural systems that already exist on our homestead here to completely change the soil. And you guys can do it too. Welcome back to DiamondTrail Ranch. If it's your first time here, hello. We give all kinds of awesome information every single day, whether it's through our live feeds. We post videos daily, whether it's shorts, live content of our animals, DIY, do it yourself, you name it. We do it all here. So let's begin. We're diving into regenerative soil health and how your animals, especially chickens, ducks, and even goats and horses, which we have, can be some of the best tools in your garden. You don't need all of those things, just one of them. It's some of the best tools, seriously. Let's break it down step by step, and I'll walk you around, kind of show you what's going on with that. First, I'm going to talk about what is regenerative soil health in general. Have you guys heard of it? Let me know in the comment section below. It seems to be a big topic in 2025, I've noticed. 2024 as well, 2023. It's in the last few years, in my opinion. It's been a real hot topic more recently, especially probably more prevalent in the homesteading community because it seems to be more of a the way the times are changing. But anyway, what is regenerative soil, right? It's more than just dirt that grows stuff. True regenerative soil is alive. It's full of worms, microbes, beneficial fungi, organic matter. It's soil that holds water, resists erosion, stores carbon, and grows nutrient-dense food. The goal is to build it, not deplete it. The most conventional farming destroys soil over time. And you might, if you're into gardening or anything like that, you might not realize that you're doing it as well. Whether through your tilling, any synthetic fertilizers, monocropping, I'm talking about conventional farmers, you typically, but regenerative practices rebuild the soil every season. You're literally farming the ground underneath your plants, not just the plants themselves. It's like your soil becomes the crop at that point. You're not harvesting it, you're maintaining it, right? You're doctoring it. On a small homestead like here, guys, we're only on a couple acres. Animals are the secret weapon to make that happen faster and cheaper and more naturally. So, chickens, if you have chickens, we're going to start with our girls, which are currently all over the place. I'm looking around. The ducks are out. Yeah, I see the turtle's out as well. That's unusual for him. Anyway, the good news is the chickens are all over the place as far as regenerative soil and kind of what I'm getting at with it. I can see a ton of them over in the horse pasture over there. Actually, I'll walk over there. The scratching that they do helps break up the topsoil. It digs in organic matter, aerates the ground. Think of it like free mini tillers working your land. Here's a bunch of them right here. I say a bunch. We have we probably have 50 chickens right now. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them right here. 7 right there, 8, 9, 10. I see a bunch of them over in the horse pasture. That thing goes an acre back to as far back. There's like 7 properties it goes back. Anyway, the chickens. These guys are mini tillers. Then there's their poop, right? What they do is just fantastic. Chicken manure is incredibly high in nitrogen. Not sure if you guys knew that. It's fantastic. It's vital for composting and building green leafy plant growth. It's what gives your soil that rich, earthy smell and supports microbial activity below the surface. If you're deep litter composting inside your coop or your barn, that bedding becomes a goldmine of nutrients after a few weeks or months. You can spread it around the fruit trees like we do, pile it on raised beds, or throw it into your compost piles. If you don't have a compost pile, I recommend you start one. doesn't, just requires a little bit of space, and basically that's it. I'm sure I have lots of those in my videos. Go look in my gardening playlist. Actually, I'll probably put it up on the top right of this video for you. Anyway, so ducks as well. We have tons and tons of ducks. These birds they don't scratch, I'm sorry, like chickens, although the males do have some pretty gnarly nails on the tips of their feet. I was going to show you, and I think my scratchers are gone already. Duck manure spreads really well, though. It adds moisture along with nutrients. I mean, look at how dark. And this area is a little more grown up than I let it get. Obviously, there's building materials here because we're going to be replacing this fence. So that's what's going on there. Everything is work in progress. That's why I don't mind showing you guys, the way things are. Obviously, when this building material gets picked up and reformed into a new fence, we'll weed eat through here. I like to let some areas get a little overgrown because, again, we're talking about regenerative soil here, and you want to let things grow and break down. Ducks are excellent slug and snail control. Their manure is slow release fertilizer every single day. No more slimy pests eating your lettuce. In wet seasons, ducks stomp around in the mud and help create little pockets of water that soak deeper into the soil. Perfect for Florida's hot days or wherever you are, whether you're in Thailand, the Philippines, Malaysia, Pakistan. I know it gets hot and some of those countries get very cold. I've been over to that side of the world, so I know what it's like. Even larger livestock like goats and horses contribute. Their manure isn't quite as nitrogen. Let me rephrase that, nitrogen, because horse manure is fantastic. That is gold. Their manure for goats and horses, though, aren't as nitrogen rich as chickens or ducks when you're comparing the animals here. It is gentler. Horse and goat are going to have cooler manure. That makes it excellent for mulching trees or building layered compost piles. What we do is right over there, on the horse side, this fence here, I'll walk over and show you guys. Hopefully you're still with me at this point. We break up the horse manure and from the pasture and mix it with our leaves and goat bedding, and to form the base of the compost. And goat bedding from the stalls that you might have seen in our lives. If not, check out our live playlist. We go live almost daily with our animals, so you can watch them live. There's feedings in there, pen changing, things like that, bedding and all that. Look at this. Look at how dark this is over here, guys. The soil. This is why the chickens hang out over here. This soil, man, this stuff. Look at how dark that soil is. Just take that in. The key is using what you've already got. Every stall clean out is an opportunity to enrich your soil. It's not a chore. Goat bedding from the stalls, when it's mixed with pea and old hay, becomes beautiful, crumbly soil builder. Let's say you've got animals and you want to turn their waste into thriving garden beds. So what do? You got 3 things here I'm going to talk about. Your compost pile, which is actually up there on the corner there by that blue barrel. Mix chicken or duck bedding with yard waste, leaves, or old feed hay. Keep it damp and turn it weekly. In 30 to 60 days, chickens help with that too, by the way, the turning the compost a lot, because they're in there with it. You can see them picking around over there. So, in 30 to 60 days, you've got black gold. That's what this whole area is. The whole horse pasture, it goes way, 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 way back there. I see this giant tree, and I'm showing you back how far it goes. The chicken tractor method is another one. We don't have one of those, but what you can do is you can set up, this is number 3, a chicken coop. Rotate your chickens through fallow garden beds. Let them weed, scratch, poop directly into the soil. After a week or 2, move them and plant directly into that spot. I forgot to mention too, so I'll do these in the reverse order. Your poop mulch ring, also fantastic. Your poop mulch ring is what you put around fruit trees. You're gonna lay 2 to 3 inches of older manure, deep litter bedding, then top it with leaves and wood chips, water it in, and let the worms go to work. This is literally regenerating your soil in place, guys. This is what it looks like. We have tomatoes, we have sweet potatoes. You can scoop this stuff up and use old use old feed bags. Volunteer plants will just start showing up. You might just all of a sudden have kale in one random spot, or spider plants, or who knows. So look at these guys, these ladies here just hanging out. So when we dig, you know, it's loose, it's dark, it's full of worms. That is what you want. When we say regenerative health in your soil, that's what we're looking for, right? The transformation, it can take about 6 months of consistent composting and rotating chickens through the beds after each harvest. That's regenerative soil in action. I used to think composting was too complicated or too time consuming, but using animal waste made the process faster and way easier. The results speak for themselves. I'm showing you guys right here. So don't overlook what your animals are already giving you. Whether you have one chicken or a whole flock or ducks or a couple goats maybe, manure, movement, natural behavior are your biggest homestead assets. And if this has inspired you, do me a favor, hit that like button and share it with a fellow backyard grower. Drop a comment below. What's the most surprising thing your animals have helped you grow? Subscribe to DiamondTrail Ranch for more real life homestead how-tos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks, guys.